Three queens, no cap, no stall. Step aside, here come the long-tailed dolls. Beans on deck, I bring the spice. Slick talk, sharp tone, never play nice. Timeline tight, I write the fight. Feeding on clout day and night. Name sweet tea, sugar and fire. Draw so sweet, but I'll raise it higher. Boots click loud, grace and grit. Bless your heart, but don't throw a fit. Flame red pigtails, twist and tease. Drama queen, I do it with ease. Snap like thunder, I light the scene. Cute chaos, call me the meme. We the lolcow dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Feeding frenzies, fire and flare. We flip your feed, we're everywhere. Bold and bad, sweet with sting. Three doll names, one royal ring. We the lolcow dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Feeding frenzies, fire and flare. We flip your feed, we're everywhere. Bold and bad, sweet with sting. Three doll names, one royal ring. We the lolcow dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Lolcow dolls, lace and steel. Telling tales, keeping it real. Lolcow dolls, full reveal. Internet shook, we the deal. Los cows, dolls, dolls. Los and still. Telling tales, keeping it real. Low cow dolls, full reveal. Internet shook, we the deal. Low dolls, dolls.
Welcome all of you Barbie brats and bros. Welcome to Lolcow Dolls. So today is going to be very special because today is Frisky Friday or Freaky Friday, whichever one you prefer. So what does that mean? Today we're doing a little bit of spicy topics, and it's going to be a fun one. So I decided, hey, let's try to give every day of the week kind of like their own theme, right? So far what I have is Music Mondays, we have True Crime Tuesdays, What Happened Wednesday, Topic Thursday, and Frisky Friday. So for Friday, let's first talk about the goals that we have so far. So for a $10 super chat, we're going to play Smash, Pass, or Blocked. So what that means is that viewers submitted characters, celebrities, or original characters to go through the Dollified Judgment Gauntlet. So no matter what we're doing, we have to stop right there and we have to judge your character. I will pull them up on screen, judge your character, and say if we would smash, pass, or completely block them out of our lives. The other one is sex ed but wrong, or sex ed goes wrong. So for a $20 super chat, the dolls attempt to give a safe for stream, very important, sex ed advice using a prop. So you give a super chat for $20, you tell us what prop you want us to use, and we will have to give you a sex ed course using said prop. That's going to be very interesting. And then the biggest thing of today, it is the confessions, the Frisky Friday confessions that we're going to do every week. And oh boy, do we have some juicy ones. I don't know if I want to do maybe like, oops, somebody's trying to call me, decline. I don't know if I want to do like $2 super chats for like the one-liners, because there were a bunch of one-liners, and then maybe like $5 for every juicy one or longer one, right? So that's just something, or maybe just because I feel like it, we're going to throw one or two out there. Other than that, let's get to the dolls and let's get this Freaky Friday going. Hi, girls. How's it going?
Is the volume working?
Hello! Hello, everybody. Hello, all you Barbie Brats and Bros here with us today on this Friday. Welcome in. I'm
Friday.
so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Freaky Friday. Look, I've got my animal instincts on. I think it's something about this fashion when I wear something dark or something feisty. It brings out that thing in me. I don't know. Yeah.
Feel the same way.
Yeah,
It definitely
so
makes you feel better when you're looking nice.
exactly. So when it comes to what is going on, so for the confessions at first, I was having a brain fart moment and I told people in the Discord, hey, if you have any confessions, put them in my DMs, just trust me, and I'll make sure that it's anonymous, right? I'll put it in the docket without any names, I'll blur or whatever I need to do, right? And then Tuffy, if you don't know Tuffy from lolcow TCG, a very close person of mine, he said, why don't you make a Google form? Why don't you make a Google form instead? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't want you to know the freaky stuff that they've been doing, especially you Discord degenerates. And I said, that's a good point. And I made it right away. And oh boy, did we get a lot of submissions. Y'all need Jesus. I just want to say that. Y'all need Jesus.
I was afraid that nobody
We
wanted
pray.
to do it and tell anybody anything because they think it come back to them or something, but I'm happy we got some.
Ooh, I can't wait. I have woken up on the right side of the bed today. Honestly, I can't wait. Let's get going. Honestly.
Let's get going.
You
So
look beautiful today. Your face is glowing.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I put my
Like
gold
radiating.
glitter on my eyes. Oh, I know. I've woken up on the right damn side of the bed. You know how sometimes you can wake up on the wrong side of the bed? I think I had a day like that yesterday. But
probably.
I'm on the right side today.
We have some
I
days
think I
like
woke
that.
up on the wrong side yesterday too.
Well, so we're going to talk about you just a little bit, Sweet Tea, because there is some drama. And this is a drama show. So we're going to talk about you a little bit. We're going to do these little super chat challenges, the smasher pass, the sex ed but wrong, the confessions for the lower donos, but we also have some topics. So we're also going to do Wonder Woman's topic that we didn't get to yesterday, which is what gives you the ick. And apparently, Sweet Tea, because you get a little bit more uncomfortable when it comes to the sexual topics, you decided to make questions that you are going to ask us. So that's going to be very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to tally up y'all's
Yes.
scores and see who got the most right.
Okay.
Okay.
Winner.
So
Are they saucy? Are they saucy sweet beans? Are they saucy? They're saucy?
Sweet
Little bit-
beans. You
little bit
put us
frisky.
together.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet
Okay.
beans. I'm a sweet
I
beans.
think they're like they're factual and saucy, I'd say.
Ooh. Okay.
So a lot of people are still complaining about the setup being like they're on a boat. You're giving people a little bit of motion sickness. But real quick, let's get through this super chat. We have Glowshine with the $4.99. Thank you so much, Glowshine. Shit, here we go again. Freaky Feather Friday, LOL. Freaky
Put up
Feather
the
Friday.
feathers. Do we have feather emojis in the thing? People can put feathers in
We
there.
do not, but I think that would be a
Ooh.
great inclusion into the emotes. So we do have the
Yeah.
W, the L. We have a couple of bean ones. We have a couple sweet tea ones. We have the lolcow dolls with the yes, no, girls goon 2. We have 2 little beans, a summer bean and a shooter bean, and we also have 2 new ones that I added in. That is a heart and a skull emoji, specifically with our colors, which I think were really cute. And by the way, that had me
Oh look,
dead.
we got feathers in the chat. We got feathers in the live chat. Woohoo, feathers! Woohoo!
Seen that? It looks like a quail feather or something. I wish it was a little bit sexier feather.
Girl, yeah, but that's not ours. I have to make one that's probably with like our things and what. Anyways,
Oh,
stop being boring. Stop being boring. We need to get to this Freaky Friday. So because Glowshine did a $5, he didn't specify that he wanted a confession, but we're gonna do them anyways. No matter what you put in the super chat, we're gonna read out a confession. So should I start with one of these spiciest ones first, or should I just start off a little?
The spiciest. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's get the temperature. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Let's just start slower and then
Yeah.
temperature rises as we go along. Ooh,
Mm,
I like it.
We got to edge the audience, remember?
we gotta edge
It's
the
like
audience, but I also want to give them a taste that really shows what we're working with. So the
okay.
first one has to be a good one, so people know what is in the forms. So somebody says, "This is quite mild, but here it goes. I had a girlfriend who was overly self-conscious about her kitty smell. To be quite frank, it wasn't always great, but that mostly was when she was on her period. Most other times, it was fine. In terms of the average, kitty smell, it was around a 4. She used to spray her upper crotch area with perfume to combat the smell. Now, that is a yeast infection waiting to happen. First of all, don't do that. When I was going to town on her, my nose began to itch. I turned my head to sneeze, and then she pulled my head into her area, and I sneezed all over her kitty."
Oh, oh, wow. So she was obviously probably getting there, and he pulls away, and she's like, "Come here, and just
No!
come back at the end. Yeah, don't stop.
I mean, she was probably moist in more ways than one when that happened. So
Oh my
that's
God.
an interesting one. That is an interesting one.
Yeah, that's kind of cute though. I would think that would be cute. I'd be like, oh,
But what
instead of be
I
grossed
want to
out. If you
know,
love the person,
but what I want to know is whether or not he said something to his partner, whether or not that could, whether or not he said something, that'd be interesting.
I
He just put
mean,
up with it, or did he say something?
oh,
he was like
whether
mid
they
going to
ignored it.
town, and he also sneezed in it, so I don't think so. I think
Well,
You
you know
think
what
she
I
was
mean?
pissed?
He said it was quite occurring, wasn't it? Like she obviously
that she
had that.
sprayed herself. Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't spray your
Don't
area.
do
Just
that.
try to maintain good hygiene. That's all you can
Cleanliness.
do. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think women are always self-conscious about that kind of thing. Women are self-conscious about everything, especially when you just hit puberty and you're starting to have like body odor and stuff. It just
Move the mic away
So-
from your chin. It's like touching
Sorry.
your skin and it's getting muffled. But other than that, Jaded in chat said, "I think it's too early for this conversation for me. Hashtag not enough coffee for this." Oh, let me talk about some of the stuff that is up here. So, like I said, $2 ones for maybe like the one-liners, because there were a lot of one-liners, especially a lot of gooners in here saying that me being goth was just hot. Okay, that's not a confession. We already know. But the $2 ones, very
Given.
short, exactly, short and sweet. $5 confession is just like the one that I read out. We have 10 for smash, pass, or block, which I think Poke Gaga and maybe Mr. Boom Boom Pow would take a lot of pride into starting, because they had a whole on conversation about who was the most smashable Pokemon. Yeah,
I love that.
Ooh.
If it's good enough for
then-
Markiplier, it's good enough for everybody else. Because
exactly.
he did it.
And then we have the $20 sex ed, pick your prop. So no matter what the prop is, if we can find it and we can do a demonstration, then we'll do it. And then we have another one. We have two actually up there. We're still having the memberships for the animal episode. I have to update that because a lot of our memberships kind of dropped off. We had a lot of gifted, but since the month is already over, I have to change that. And then we have if we meet 500 today, I will do a second Saturday stream. So remember, we're doing a head-to-head with Tech Talk where we switch Sweet Tea and Glammy just for a day as a trial period. But after that, I will do a second Saturday stream where I play a game called Date Everything. It is a game on Steam where you literally can date any household appliance in your house. It has
Oh.
voice acting. It's gonna be very
Oh my
interesting,
God.
in my
Do
opinion.
you remember that Dating the
Hey.
Pigeons game that used to be like popular in like 2013 or something?
I've heard of it. I tried to watch an episode of, I think, Game
It was
Grumps
good.
play it, but I didn't complete it. But yeah, it's basically like that. Like the novel, like sexy sort of, you know.
That would be fun because I remember that game like with so twists and turns and all that. It was very good.
So we have multiple goals here.
So
Multiple goals that, you know, just play around with.
Lots of goodies and goals in the dollhouse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we
That is
have
such a good confession, honestly.
you gotta give people a little taste so they know how spicy it's going to be. And we still have the form up. If I go through all of these, which there were a lot, there were 40 last time that I checked. If there are more, there were a lot that were like jokey ones, which I knew that were jokey. Maybe I'll read them just because they're funny. But if we go through a lot of them, we can have new ones. We can have go into the announcements in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, cash cow membership or higher, that's $10. And you can go into the Discord, look for that link, post your confession, and it would be so juicy. Now let's go through some of these super chats. We have Linnacunt? I don't know. We for the membership for 2 months. Thank you so much. Sweet Tea, sit still or stabilize your camera, please. You're giving me motion sickness. We have Mr. Boom Boom Pow with the $4.99. Thank you, Wonder Woman, for helping me fill out my 401k. You definitely are a sweet. No, you definitely are a wonderful woman. Hashtag Grays get a job.
Thank you, Mr. Boo Boo Pow.
We have Glowshine with the 2. Let's hear from the D-Gens, LOL. And then we have Siren Syrup with the 5. I've been playing Date Everything also. Give me a confession. So we already went through 1. We have another 5. Let's see what the next one is. I'm trying to look for a good one.
And whenever y'all do that goal to like or is it going to be a goal where we talk about inanimate objects and give them like a sexual what was it, sex ed talk about whatever?
Yeah, yes.
I could say something like prudish about it.
We have to wait for that to
Sure.
Whenever y'all are doing it,
whatever you're comfortable with, Sweet Tea. I don't want to get hit with another allegation. But okay, so there's
you're a bitch.
Girl. No, now we're gonna have to pause the confessions. Everybody, thanks Sweet Tea for pausing the confessions.
Freaking
girl, no. Because what did you say? What did you say in the comments of the last video yesterday? You said
that was gonna be a good.
No, you said, I hope that we can move past this. I'm so tired of this already. But then you go into the Discord the same day that you post this and you are going off on so many people. You're engaging with your accusations.
They were antagonizing me.
Then you ignore it, but you don't engage because then it's going to keep going. You say you want to move on, but yeah, you're the one over here blasting everybody. Freaking Scott dude, by the way, we can actually look up the evidence because that's what we do over here.
Dude is our crown, and he's our crown, and I've been on 2 dates with him, and he is an awesome guy. He is an absolutely awesome guy.
The thing about that is he was telling me that I was calling all these people all these horrible things, and I never did. And he has absolutely no proof that I ever called him that. Or anybody else the crazy shit that he was accusing me of.
So he messaged me, he DM'd me, and he said, Sweet Tea is now pushing a narrative that I am trying to fuck Brantley, and that is the only reason I am mad at her for calling.
Yeah, whenever he says, laughing.
Wait, no. We're gonna give the full context before you talk. Okay. You're trying to push a narrative that he's trying to fuck Brantley, and the only reason that I am mad at her is for calling me a sex trafficker, which is a very valid thing. Nobody wants to be called that. And then he sent
done that though. That's a lie.
Yes, you did. You called him that multiple times.
No, I did not.
Before you speak, you have to let other people finish their sentence. Yes, you did. because you literally said that he was trying to traffic you to King Cobra for trying to fly you out.
I did not say that. Whenever I messaged Billy about what was going on, about me feeling like he was trying to pimp me out or whatever, I said that it made me feel that way. Whenever it started feeling that way was when I didn't even know the guy's name. I said, some guy said that he wanted to fly my ass over there to meet this man. And whenever that started, I was like, this is moving really, really fast. Y'all about, and then the constant, oh, we're going to get him laid stuff. I never, that wasn't my main issue. It was the fact that Billy heard all this, and didn't find it strange.
You're leaving out a lot of information there. A lot of
Like
information.
what?
You were engaging in the conversation, and never once did you say anything that you were uncomfortable.
Yes, I did. I said this feels like prostitution for hire. Is that not uncomfortable?
You not in the VC. Well,
yes, I did. Yes, I did in the VC. Okay, I said it in the VC.
I'll stand corrected. But you're implying that because King Scott
you could say people are implying anything. I never said that about him. It made me feel weird that they were willing to buy my fucking plane ticket to go meet some man that they're screaming that they want to get laid.
No, he's
about
no.
With milkers. That also made me feel gross. And it was a private message between me and Billy. I didn't want it to be public.
Don't act stupid and dumb. They actually also said that King Cobra was he's interested in a relationship.
Oh yeah, he's a really nice guy and all this. It doesn't matter when you're screaming you want to get him laid and that you're going to be a host on freaking Milkers.
Don't be repeating the word screaming because nobody was screaming. It was a suggestion. You can just say no.
I use the word screaming as talking, I guess.
Okay, but don't you see how the words that you use in certain situations get you in more trouble because they will make people think a certain you don't think there's a difference between they were screaming at me to jump on a plane and meet up with this person versus they were giving me a suggestion.
They were cackling like hyenas about it.
Laughing and screaming is two different things again. But the thing is, you gotta listen. Screaming at you to hop on a plane and to meet up with somebody and saying that's sex trafficking is very different from somebody giving you what did I say about interruptions?
Y'all are spreading like literal slander about me because I never said slander? That. You saying that I called someone a freaking sex trafficker.
That's I'm just reading the message. I am reading the message. I am reading the message that King Scott. I am reading the message that King Scott sent to me, and I still haven't been able.
A couple days ago, he was laughing about it. He was literally laughing about the situation a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, that's what
and then
I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to show this. I'm going to carry on and show this screenshot. So it says here, Twisted Tea. So that's you because they changed your name in Discord. Keep talking about me, big man. It's really going to make Brantley notice you and come and jump in your arms and say, oh, my hero, you saved me. And then after that...
this is the only thing that's changed from now and a week ago when he was in the VC laughing about the situation.
A lot has happened between then and now. But in general, King Scott just very upset that you are bringing this up, that you're talking about in Discord. Obviously, he is no saint. He is let people talk.
No, he is not.
Okay. Girl. So...
I'm not coming up with this shit.
Yes, you say you have enough of this shit, but then you continue on in the Discord talking about it in the VCs.
He wanted a reaction from me all night. He kept posting this long-ass thing and getting everybody to repost it over and over again. I finally responded, and then he's like, yeah, you call people predators. You call people sex traffickers. Just amplifying, like, the littlest of nothing. And he wasn't even the part of my conversation whenever me and Billy were talking. I just said that was the catalyst of when everything started going downhill in that conversation.
Yes. People in the Discord, you can stop pinging me. I see your message. Let me just read it out first. So we have people that are in members waiting that said they were there whenever this happened. So I will bring them up.
It doesn't matter anymore. This has been a month ago. If they
We
had
wanna
any
talk about
information they wanted
It
to
was
talk
a
about, it
month
should have
ago.
been then.
And they have, but you have not changed at all. You don't say sorry for anything, and because
Say sorry about
No.
that, because I did feel like I was being pimped out for a freaking position, or I would have never messaged Billy that. I didn't want this shit to be public. Billy forced that on me.
you can feel that way. You can feel that way, and that's fine. But the thing is, you can at least say, I apologize for saying something very bad, like calling you a sex trafficker, because this is the
I
internet.
never called him a sex trafficker.
All right. Outcast.
Tell him to prove it.
Outcast, you say that you were there
Hello,
in that call.
Outcast.
Yes, I was, and I'm just going to tell you from start to finish what happened, and then I will leave the show and allow you guys to discuss it unless you have questions that need clarification.
Mhm.
So what happened was, before she even joined the call, Billy was thinking, hey, King Cobra is single, and maybe, we could find him a date because he's actually a cool guy. We like him. He's actually very nice, and his former girlfriend was very, very abusive to him. We don't want that for him. We want something
She
good.
was also flying out to him, wasn't she?
And shut up. And they thought to themselves, hey, Sweet Tea is always saying that she's single. She's always
Sweet Tea is
flirting
4.
with
Let's
people.
fly her over there. She won't be able to say
Sweet
no.
Tea, let him talk.
You gotta
him
stop with the
talk.
interruptions.
Or I'm muting her. Anyway, so Sweet Tea was always talking to people. She was always flirting with people. So Billy said, "Hey, Sweet Tea might want to see if she would like to talk to him or not." And Billy said, "No." And Billy said to other people, he said, "No, this is going to be a simple date. If she hits it off with him, hey, that'd be cool. She could say she's Mrs. Cobra, and that could be, content, and that could be like, how we have Brantley as Mrs. Keem. She could be Mrs. Cobra." So Roxy came into the call. Well, I'm sorry for saying that name. She came in. She knows King Cobra personally.
Already there.
She
She's the one
said,
that invited
yes,
him in.
I can talk to King Cobra, but I will tell you guys, King Cobra is a gentleman. This is before Sweet Tea even came in the call. She said, I just want to let you know, Billy, King Cobra is a gentleman. He doesn't like to engage with people or talk to people in person or have any kind of sexual relationship with them or even a date with them without talking to them for even a month. So if
Billy,
Sweet
if I
Tea
called
wants to
him
do
a
this,
a
she needs to know
trafficker.
that. And Billy said, great. I'm not looking to
Wait,
have
he won't
her
lie.
go out to do any of this.
Outcast, give me 1 second. What did you just say, Sweet Tea?
Ask Billy if I ever called King Scott a sex trafficker. He won't lie
wasn't
about
King
it. I never did.
Wait,
Or
yeah, it
whoever
was
the hell it is.
sorry, King Cobra, King Sky, yeah.
Yes.
You
So-
said that on the show. That's why King Scott is like upset, and that's why people are trying to call you out for it. But continue,
Yeah.
Outcast.
Okay. So then that person said, yes, if you want to, we can talk to Sweet Tea. And because I'm not going to say her name anymore.
Sorry, pause, Outcast. Sweet Tea, where the fuck are you going? We've got somebody here on the panel, and you're bending down. I mean, where the fuck are you? It's so disrespectful and
muted.
rude just to bend down.
Why is she
You're
muted?
on mute.
I have to answer my phone. I didn't know who the fuck was
Okay.
calling me.
So that person who knows King Cobra personally, I'm not going to say her name again. I made a mistake by saying it earlier. I sincerely apologize.
You're fine.
But Billy said, okay, if you know him personally, let's ask Sweet Tea if she would like to date King Cobra, because I think that this will be a great opportunity for content. Not any type of let's get him laid or anything like that. We think that this could be a great idea because she could be Mrs. Cobra. Like I said, that could be like a content thing. If she wants to have her name out there, that would be great. I admit that's a little iffy. I'll admit that. But then Sweet Tea was brought into the call. That person and Billy brought up to her and asked her, do you like King Cobra or do you know of him? She said, it's funny you mentioned
About
that
this before.
because
Let's
I
have
actually
our
was talking
show.
about him just the other day, and I think he's a cool guy. And I think that he deserves a girlfriend that actually would treat him better than his last one. And Billy said, well, this person I'm not going to say her name, knows him personally. And Sweet Tea actually said I could treat him better than that his ex-girlfriend could. I'm not mean like that person was.
Okay,
And Billy
okay.
said,
So this,
Interesting.
we already know the full story. This has been talked
Yeah,
about multiple
really.
times. But the
talk about the
thing
King Scott
is,
situation.
just like
No,
how
you're
Obama,
not.
well, we know the story. The thing is, Mama with the 499 just said, Outcast, just call her out on her lies. Dog, respectfully, you're not saying anything new. We heard about this VC call like 9 times, legit spewing word. So
Let's
thank
not
you so much,
derail
Mama.
I'm
the show
giving the
this
full
fucking
context
much.
so that everybody in here knows every single thing that happened.
No,
so
we
that
don't need
whenever
to.
she
You're
brings it
ruining
up,
our fucking
you have
Freaky
it
Friday
all on
episode.
record as to what happened.
He
Because I
has a
have no
voice.
horse in
He has
this
a
race
voice,
other
Sweet Tea.
than I have no horse in this race
Not on
other
our
than I
fucking
was
show. We
there,
don't want him to.
and I'm telling you exactly what happened. I haven't
Okay,
admitted.
this is enough. I'm sorry, Outcast, but we
Thank
have to
you.
address this. Okay,
This is
don't,
fucking
no.
ridiculous.
We're still
Thank you,
going to,
Outcast.
we're still gonna call you out. You did say that to King Scott, and I'm just letting you know.
I did not say that to King Scott. Prove it.
I can't.
Prove it.
We can't record
Everything I've
VCs.
said has. No. I never said it in the fucking VC. Remember, I was all nice in the VC and never said I had a problem. So how the fuck did I call him that in the VC? It was on all the shows. If I said it, it was on a show.
Okay, well, somebody find it in one of the shows.
Prove it, bitches. Come
Well,
with
you
your
should
receipt.
because
Okay,
Don't
this is
forget
the
the
other thing.
receipt.
The fact that you get mad at us, we are literally just giving you what the main chat is saying, what the people are saying, but you want to
Just
get
Here talking a bunch of nonsense that we heard a month ago. He didn't get
It's
to
not
any kind of
nonsense.
point. Yes, it was. We've heard it a million times. We know how it happened. It was not the allegations against King Scott. He never even talked about King Scott the whole time he was here.
No, I'm sorry, Sweet Tea. You sit there and act all innocent. You sit there and go like this with your eyebrows. Yeah, see? You're so immature. You're so immature.
Yeah, and
so
you're so
the
fucking
point,
weird.
the
Like this with
point,
your
the
eyebrows,
point,
like
the
you
point, the
don't
point. The point is that the thing that we were bringing up is that you say that I want to move on. Like, I hope that this is done and over with, but then you go into the Discord and then you bring it back up
because he started
again.
fucking accusing me of saying that. This is the first time
Mr.
anybody's
Boom Boom
ever
Pow
accused
won
me of
super
saying
chatted
that.
$10.
TTS.
Inigo Montoya from Princess Bride.
Inigo Montoya from Princess Pie. So we have to stop the show here for a second, and we have to look up Indigo Montoya, whatever, Montoya from the Princess Bride.
I love that.
Oh
Yes,
my god,
Indio,
yes.
I love the Princess Bride.
I gotta
That was
find
like
a
one of
good
the only
photo, though.
CDs I had when I was a kid, and I've rewatched it over and over again. I had that CD, and I had what was it? Boondock Saints CD, and I'd watch it over and over again. Both of those.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow, I love the Princess Bride. I love that movie.
So now I'm
It's
going
classic.
to
Absolutely.
share my screen. This dude right here, smash, pass, or blocked.
Who's going to go
Smash.
first?
Smash?
Oh yeah, 100%. That guy is like hot as hell.
Yeah, smash. He's pretty attractive. Very fit.
He's very attractive.
I think
I like his
thinking
mustache.
about the time. Thinking about the time setting and everything. You know, I think he
No,
would have
but
been
you-
hot at the time. So I'd say
It has to be now. Would you smash,
It ha-
pass, or block him now?
If you're questioning it,
If
just
he was
say
in front of you.
pass.
pass.
Pass? Okay.
Pass.
Pass. Alrighty. That was a good one. That was a good first one. I think that I like that one.
I did too.
LMAO Beans, you're so young. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, I'm 25. Even I don't think that's young, but whatever. Oh, we have another one.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow won super chatted $20. Vizini Princess
Who is
Bride.
it? Who is it?
Vicini from The Princess Bride.
Vicini.
Okay, another
He
one.
was the
Maybe-
fat, ugly guy, right?
I have no idea. I never seen The Princess Bride,
Vizzini.
actually.
Yes, I know. Oh,
No.
word! You have to see it. You have to watch it. It's a classic.
I've never seen it. I never seen it. Very fun fact.
You have to watch it.
A lot of people.
It's still
I've
funny.
never been truly like a movie person, or like I just didn't have time, or I was like too anxious about like what am I doing
Yep,
with my
I
life.
knew who he was.
This
He's
is
the fat,
Vicini.
ugly guy.
Pass.
Block.
Pass.
Pass. Oh,
I would
block.
just pass on him
Not
because
yet. Block.
I know he would be entertaining to like watch,
Yeah, that's true.
run around
Look.
and say jokes and
Look.
stuff.
Yeah, but if you saw, would you want to rip his clothes off? Would you want to rip his clothes off?
If he said funny enough jokes, I might.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
that's why I'm putting him in a maybe.
So, again, that's Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace, by the way. So
Oh, I loved him.
Yes.
we did have some super chats. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. But in general, closing out that whole thing, that whole little craziness. That's why it's Freaky Friday. That's why I was a little bit in between Frisky Friday and Freaky Friday, because at least with Freaky Friday, you could say some crazy ass shit too. So in general, just don't say that you want it to be over and then go into the Discord and then continue to argue about it. I don't care what your excuse is. Just don't engage, because if you don't engage, it doesn't continue. Great
I
fact.
think I have a problem with letting people like, I don't know. They know how to press my buttons now, I think.
I think we saw that just a moment ago. But Mr. Boom Boom Pow, he did one earlier for a confession. So let me try to find a good one, because it was a 5. It was a 5. So,
Fashion time. Ooh, you get to pick Beans. Ooh,
do get
you've
to
got that. Ooh.
Let's do this little silly one. This is a silly one, and I know it's not real, but it's silly. So I got a secret that's been burning a hole in my soul.
Skepticize super
there's a
chatted
TTS.
$9.99. Hi Wonder Woman slightly smiling face.
They just wanted to say hi. Okay. Hi,
To
Wonder Woman.
Hey.
So
Hi. Oh, hi.
don't interrupt the spicy story. I've got a secret that's been burning a hole in my soul. You're the one who gets to cringe through it. Here it is. I've got a micro penis, and I've turned it into my entire personality. I call it the Tiny Titan, and even made it a little cape out of a cocktail napkin. I thought it was hilarious until I tried to show it off at a party. Bad move. Someone screamed, "Is that a thumb with a hat?" And I've been dodging that friend group ever since. It gets worse. I started a blog called Micro Musings, where I write love sonnets to my little buddy. I thought it was anonymous, but my mom found it and sent me a text saying, "Son, we need to have a talk about your poetry." Now I'm banned from the family game night. And I may have ordered custom Tiny Titan merch, a keychain, because irony. It's arriving next week, and I'm terrified the delivery guy will know. Please don't tell anyone. I'm already planning a small but mighty motivational speech for open mic night, and I don't need any more witnesses to my chaos. Yours in awkwardness, the mini maestro.
Ooh.
That was a fun little
Could
story.
be.
So
That-
wait, that's a
Glow
fun little story.
underscore shine
That
super
really
chat
is, and,
$10. Leslie Nielsen the Naked Gun.
Leslie Nielsen from The Naked Gun. Okay, let us look up that person.
Oh, the Naked Gun. Oh,
Also,
yes.
nothing I-
Oh, yes.
Haven't seen it.
I've seen that.
Okay.
He's the one with the white hair. He's the white.
I don't know
He's
if
a
I'm just
comedian.
attracted
Oh,
to
maybe.
like older people, but he looks like a very, very nice looking gentleman. Oh,
Yeah.
smash.
Oh yes, smash.
You know what?
Maybe not that
I'm
picture.
like-
I would.
I haven't dated in so long. Like I told you the other day, I feel like I get like I'm like super sensitive and super like turned on by a lot of shit that I probably wouldn't be if I was in a relationship.
But especially if you're funny. If you're a little bit ugly but you're funny, you can get away with a lot. That's something that a
Oh,
lot of people
yes.
don't know. So I said smash, you
confidence,
said
funny,
smash,
yeah.
Sweet Tea, and then what did you say, Wonder Woman?
I
Smash.
totally smash.
Yes.
smash.
Y'all would look
Ooh.
so cute together with your like super blonde, white almost hair. Y'all would look so cute.
Exactly.
I think
you
I
have
would
a
like though,
husband?
Beans. No, I was.
We're all
but no.
single ladies.
We're all the single ladies. Yes, yes.
We're
all
the singles
ladies.
ladies clubs.
Single ladies.
We're like Sex in the
I-
City.
Sex in the City.
Wait, so I don't know a
Beans,
lot. I don't know a lot about Sex and the City, but I know a lot of people either love to do those things where like, oh, if I was part of Sex and the City, I would be this girl. If you're in the chat, maybe you can say which girl we are from Sex and the City, or a golden girl.
Beans would be Miranda.
Never seen it, but I would believe you. I don't know. What were you
She's
going to say?
a
Wonder
lawyer.
Woman? Makes sense.
I was
like
going
the
to say,
best character.
I agree.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I agree with your comment. It's like if somebody's funny and I find that attractive. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? If they're funny and they've got a sense of humor, I find that hot.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So we did that one for Mr. Boom Boom Pal. I like to heart the ones that I go through. We have Glow Shine. Let's hear from the D-Gen. So that is a short and sweet one. Just remember, these are our viewers. These are our viewers or somebody in the Discord. So just imagine who is saying this.
Oh my god.
Short and sweet.
Yes.
And because he said, let's hear it for the D-Gens, let's do a degenerate one. Somebody said, I'm into a giantist fetish. I want to be shrunken down to the size of an ant. So what that means is that they want a giant woman to either pick them up, put them in spaces.
Like a Thumbelina type girl. But
no,
they
want to be the Thumbelina to the regular people. They want to be tiny while there's like a giant woman, probably big booty, big boobies, and do God knows what. Some people like to get eaten. That's one that I've learned about recently that I don't truly get, but go off, King. Go off.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some crazy ass fetishes out there. But
and they're in the Discord.
I mean, my goblin porn stuff, I can't judge much.
And they're in the Discord.
But I was thinking,
you know what? If that's their thing, that's their thing.
I thought to myself, am I a prude and everybody else is just normal? Or am I like, y'all are like super, super crazy sexual and I'm just being silly?
I mean, if you're not truly a prude, because if you were a prude, you'd be more like CD-ROM. CD-ROM likes to avoid all that altogether. You shaked your little booty for Grim. Let's not forget that. So you're not too innocent either.
Nobody will ever let me forget that.
No, absolutely not. It's on the internet forever.
No.
So we have Mr. Boom Boom Pal that gifted 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Mr. Boom Boom. And you're welcome, all of you.
Desperate whore.
Exactly.
I love that. That's the best soundbite ever. It's so funny.
All thanks to Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we have Cyber Fable with the 5. Mr. Boom Boom, can I have a membership? No. Oh, well, I'll take a confession instead. So since Cyber Fable, they are pretty new here. Let's try to get a good one. Let's get a good one and not a silly one that I know is fake. I'm trying to find one. Trying to get a juicy one.
The Silicon Princess said Sweet Tea would be Samantha. She's like the sluttiest one. And she's got like her own job and stuff. And she's like an independent woman. And she just like goes and has sex with anybody she wants to. She's my favorite character. But I don't think I would be Samantha.
Well,
I think I aspire to... I look up to women like that are able to do all that. But I don't think that I'd be her. I think I'd probably be... the brown-headed one. I forget what her name is. Do you remember Wonder Woman? Sex and City, the brown-headed girl?
I don't remember. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I don't
Claire.
remember. But hey, you just said that you like Samantha. Oh, let's
I really do.
Okay, so this is kind of like the last one that not the last one, but the last one that we read. Okay, here's the nasty truth. I'm paranoid my lady bits smell like a fish market. So I started dousing them with rose-scented body spray before dates. Big mistake. Last hookup, I overdid it, and the room smelled like a floral aquarium. My date sneezed mid-moment and mumbled, "Is that tuna potpourri?" I died inside, and now I've got a Vag Fresh playlist to psych myself up before going out. Someone stop me. That's nasty. Wait.
That's
It's
nasty.
It's very
Wow.
common for women to be spraying their coochies with perfume then.
You should not be spraying your coochie. Let's just make
Well,
that very clear.
Well, no, don't spray it. But girl, I just hope that you had the best orgasm of your life. Honestly, I hope you had a good time.
At least. So we did that one. Okay. We have Mrs. C. Thank you so much for becoming a Band World member. Hell yeah. We have Glowshine
Yay.
with the 5 confession stack. Hell yeah. So wait, confession stack times 3. Does that mean like 3 small confessions? Or is that like 1 confession? I think that means 3 small ones. So
While you're looking
Okay.
for one, let me read Glowshine's $5 one. He says, Golden Girls. Blanche would be Beans. Rose would be Wonder Woman. And he's saying I would be Sophia. She's the mother.
Yeah.
I think that I would be Dorothy.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Glowshine.
Dorothy
3?
was my favorite in that show.
Even though it should be $6, I'll do the 3 small ones for the 5. So there is a small one where it says, me and my GF at the time would go to Bible studies and we would have sex in the church basement. Ooh, y'all were
Heard people doing that.
Ooh,
sinning.
Gaming with Ultra
Yes,
Super
can-
Chat
Oh, TTS.
$19.99.
Wow.
Hey dolls, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say my dog is okay. Thanks for your prayers.
What happened? Wait, what?
What happened to your dog?
Yeah, what happened to Ultra's dog? I'm not catched up with like any like lol cow stuff. I try to live my life as soon as I click that end live button. But I'm glad that
sorry.
your dog is okay.
Yeah. My
If
little
you're part of the
Dutch
rewind
cousin is
docket,
good.
click that
Oh,
moment so we know that his
puppy.
dog is okay no matter what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Ultra. So moving on to so we did one. We got
Oh no.
2 more. My BSF, does that mean best friend or does that mean like boyfriend? I think that means best friend. My best friend pissed me off and disrespected me, so I fucked his mama in his bed and sent him the tape.
A common too.
Oh hell no. He must have fucked you
Yo,
off pretty bad to do
you
that.
cannot do that,
Not
bro.
only did you do that to his mother,
Dude,
so you
I
made
had a
sex
friend.
tape out of his best friend's mother.
I've had a
Fuck.
couple
That's
friends
nasty.
that would get in relationships with their partner's parents. So I don't know if it was because they hung around them a lot, and like, or if they were doing it to piss off their partner.
Well,
But still, that
sorry,
That's
wait. Did
nasty.
you?
It really is. It's fucked up. It should be like against the law, but especially around here, nothing really gets done about anything. Especially like, I don't know.
What?
that's
The law's not very
wild.
good where I live.
What? Well, nobody would want to be his friend because then they go after their mamas. Oh,
Yeah, I
wind.
would be
what?
posting that all over
Good
the
lord.
internet so everybody would know to not
Of your
mess
own
with him
mama?
again.
Oh, okay.
No, the guy that's mama got effed by him. I would just go on the internet and say, this guy will take your mama. He's sick. He posted me a video so that everybody will know. And that way,
Okay, are
It
you
won't happen
saying you're
again.
gonna post a picture of him or the video that he sent you? Because again, that video has your
no,
mama in it.
neither.
Okay.
Neither. They're probably friends on Facebook. I would tag him and say this guy's a mama effer and he just did it to screw me over or something. So all of their friend group will go against them.
Okay. Well, we have one more, and this last one says, I was making out with this girl and she bit through my vertical labret piercing, and now I have a tiny scar. She did this twice. I never heard of that before. Let me actually look up what that
I've heard of
piercing
Prince
is.
Albert.
See, Sweet Tea, this is the type of
Yeah.
thing that I don't
But Brett,
understand about. You say, oh, I'm a prude, or like, oh, I don't like talking about sexual stuff, and then you say something like that. Do you understand how that's confusing?
Yes. I guess I'm not used to it. I don't know.
So, just so the audience
you're
knows,
not used to.
this
having
is
like other people like talk about their sexual experience. I don't have much, honest to God. I just like hear these things and remember them.
So I showed the audience what the piercing is. It's the one that's like kind of on the top of your lip right here.
Oh, I thought he was talking about on his dick.
Oh yeah.
I was picturing her biting a piercing off his dick or
No.
his balls or something.
No, Sweet Tea, no.
So
that was
So what was that, Beans? But it
Y'all
was a
make this
girlfriend
vein
that
on my
bit that
forehead,
twice.
like
yeah.
pulsate
They
every time I'm on here.
Can you guys just stop? I don't know if both of your internet suck ass that much, but goddamn, do you guys talk over each other a lot? We need like 2 seconds of like pause between like each person talking at least.
Okay.
But okay, so we did the confession stack. For you, Cyberphil, I try my best. It was Mr. Boom Boom Pow. He donated a 2, so another small one. Let's see if there is another small one. Ooh, this is a small one, but this one is a juicy one. So when I was mad at my BF, so when I was mad at my boyfriend, I put my period blood in his cherry Kool-Aid and watched him drink it.
That's nasty.
What?
It's midsummer again. I wish Pupstar was here for this one. She since you love that movie so much.
That is
Wow.
nasty.
That sounds like
Whoever
cold
that
or, like
is,
witch.
I hope if you're a viewer of ours or if you're in the Discord, you're nasty. You need to stop. Okay, that is not cool. Why can't you be like a regular girlfriend that just like you give him grief, like instead of putting your freaking period blood in his cherry Kool-Aid?
Wow.
God, that's crazy.
I wonder if I was just wondering if that would cause any kind of infection in your mouth or something. Oh,
Well, you shouldn't be consuming blood in general, I don't think. So after that, so we did that too for Mr. Boom Boom. Mr. Boom Boom Pow gifted another 5. Thank you so much, Mr. Boom Boom. Then we have Siren Syrup with the 5. Let's go. So a 5, let me see, scrolling. My boyfriend needed spinal surgery. He went to rehab for a couple of months to heal. So it was Valentine's Day. Months had passed, and I went to visit him in his hospital room and spent the day with him. I ended up saying, fuck it, and I got on top while we effed in his hospital bed with the chance a nurse could walk in at any moment. Rehab was not going to stop us.
God damn!
Yeah.
And he just had spinal surgery.
He had spinal
Yeah.
surgery, and she said,
Ooh,
yo,
that's a bit
you can break
risque.
my back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would
Must
think
have been-
that's hot, but
I mean,
Shit, they must have been
he could
both
have got
so
injured.
horny.
I mean, she said months had passed.
wild.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
so-
well, I mean, what are they supposed to do
Exactly.
at that point?
Going, okay, so blah, 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 blah. We have the one and the only Puss in Boots. Thank you so much for becoming a Band World member. Then we have Mr. Bomba for the $4.99. Outcast, just call her out. We already did that one, but let's give a confession for that one. We got a lot, so we could just sit here and do confessions all day. I wanted to get to the ick at some point, but we got to get through these.
People are very into this.
And it's going to be a weekly thing.
Confessions.
It's gonna be great. It's fun.
People's secrets.
I think this one is a silly one, but I'll read it anyways. Yo, brace yourself. I'm way too into role-playing as a naughty plumber in the bedroom. I bought a wrench and overalls and I yell, time to fix your pipes mid-action. My partner laughed so hard they fell off the bed last time. Worse, I posted a clip of my plumber voice on X thinking it was private. My boss saw it and now calls me Pipe Daddy at work. Send help. I like that
I
one.
love that
one's
one.
silly. Short
I
but
love
sweet.
that one.
I think that could be true. You know?
It
Isn't
could
it
be.
like a trope? Like you're either the pizza delivery man or you're the guy
I love
to
that.
fix up the appliances and like old school corn.
Mm-hmm.
So
So we also have Megan Rowland with the 199 that said, "Sweet tea, try to act your age, ma'am." Well, let's get into.
act my age, not my shoe size, right? I used to hate it when people would tell me that.
So this is a short and sweet one. My confession is I goon hard as F for goth beans, and one more. P is stored in the balls. Okay.
I think I might know who that is. I don't know. I think I might know who that mum might be.
Really?
We had a couple of the ones that were the pass or smash, pass, or block. And then we have Dominic Bentacourt. Thank you so much for becoming a Bandworld
Yes.
member. We also have Davis for the $1.
Thank you.
We have
Thank you.
we have Glowshine with the 5. That was the Golden Girls one. We have Gaming Ultra that said his dog was okay. We have Glowshine for the other $1. Thank you so much, Glowshine. Tismo Pharenic with the 199. She commits biological warfare when she's angry. I think that was towards the Kool-Aid, most definitely.
The
Let me do a quick
Interesting.
one. Me and my ex GF were being kinky and I tied her up during sex and we accidentally fell asleep with her tied up, but we ended up waking up and going again. That sounds nice.
Oh, that sounds good. You're already in that position. Why not go at it again?
Exactly. So that was a quick one. Siren Syrup with the 5. I miss my piercing. Siren Syrup, was that you that said that a girl bit your piercing and now you got a scar? I think that was Siren Syrup. These are anonymous. You don't have to say who you are. That one was a 5, so let me do a kind of long one. When I was in high school, my family and I went to Six Flags with my girlfriend. That night, while we were driving back home, my whole family was in the car. We were in the third row of the car, and my 10-year-old brother sat next to me. The entire drive back home, I got a handy from my girlfriend while my family was in the car.
Oh, while the family was in the car. Ooh, risky.
Risky. That is risky, especially because your brother is right there. I don't know. How do people feel? How do people feel about the whole how do people feel about the whole like including other people in public with your kink? Like, for example, there are people that really don't like when people have like collars and like leashes out in public because it's like, now you're including me in your kink and that makes me uncomfortable. Like, I have to see that.
Yes.
What do you feel about it, Wonder Woman?
I think if it's in public, I think maybe if you went to like a nightclub that does all that stuff, that's fine. You know, they're all in there, they're all doing the same thing, whatever. But I think in public, like dragging a human being with I think that's the wrong setting because there's children around. Do you know what I mean? They might not understand what the heck that's about.
Oh, I think your internet cut out just a little bit.
What?
Let me real quick.
Sweet tea doing?
Sweet tea, I think she's on a phone call. She's busy, I guess. But let us continue. We have Wrath the Emperor for the 5. True story, my friend hated her BD, baby daddy, so much she flushed his mom's ashes down the toilet for not being there in the kid's life.
Oh, wow.
Man, I've had feelings of like going and pissing on someone's grave that I didn't like once they died, but I don't know if I'd actually do it.
But this woman flushed the guy's mom down the toilet. His mom.
Is he still in the picture? Like, is he still living with her?
No,
because that would be really bad.
Girl, are you even listening? It says true story. My friend hated her baby daddy so much she flushed his mom's ashes down the toilet for not being there in the kid's life.
when my doctors called me and was bitching because I didn't make an appointment and I had to reschedule.
We're on a show, Twisted Tea. We're on a show.
Girl, I'm gonna flush your ashes down the. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So real quick, we do have some of the mods saying that one of the mods saying that like she accidentally like hid or blocked somebody in the chat. I tried looking
did?
so far. No, Sweet Tea, listen, goddamn. I was gonna give you some good news that might have. I'm not even gonna say it right now because it is going to be a very big thing. And if I say it right now, some people might say like, no, Beans, don't. Okay. But
For me?
we're moving
Or for
on.
everybody?
We're moving on
Okay.
because that is months down the line. Or month, I don't know. Yeah, so in general, yeah, I don't see them hidden on the channel. You guys are good. Moving on. Autismo Phoretic with the
Moving on.
$1.99. As someone who likes leashes, it's just weird. Exactly. And for that, you get a short one. I had a crush on my best friend, but she never liked me like that, so I made out with her older sister.
Oh, God.
Ooh. That's a good one.
That'll make her jealous.
Well, you know, well,
I mean, if you couldn't get her,
but
That's like the
Yeah.
that's like the most decent one out of all of them.
what do you mean?
That's like, he like kissed the other girl because he didn't, or the other one wouldn't give him any attention. That seems pretty innocent compared to some of these.
I reckon he probably imagined that it was her too, the one that he liked. He probably
Aw.
was making out with his sister, but he had the imagination of the one he really wanted. You know,
Yeah.
they could do that.
He could
couldn't they,
probably
right?
see her features in her.
Imagine.
I mean, like
Maybe.
that is one thing that like I always get like I don't know if insecure is the right word, but I get like I don't know, like I have a bad feeling in my chest or in my heart or in my stomach in general whenever I am with somebody because I feel like what if this
Yes.
person's not like thinking of me, they're thinking of something else.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It's like a sad thing. I'm just like, well,
You gotta be like totally confident when you're in bed. You
I
gotta
am.
go in
Oh,
there
I
and say,
am.
I'm the woman. I'm
know,
the
it
only
does
woman
happen,
in this
though.
man's eyes.
It does happen though, right?
Yeah.
Where
I
you
felt
could
that
be
way. I
having
felt
sexual
very insecure before.
about the ex's name.
I'm cutting out for you,
Oh
Beans.
God,
Yes, she's cutting out really
That's
bad. It's been happening
never
all
happened
Friday.
to me. Thank God.
Okay, so real quick because it is Frisky
Never happened to
Friday
me.
and I want to know if this has happened to anybody else. Have you thought of someone else while doing
yeah.
the dirty?
Yeah.
Yes or no? And we are going to see all y'all little nasties in the poll. So
Can we answer? Are you okay? Carry on, Beans.
wait, so
Yeah.
you're cutting out a extremely more than usual. You wanted to answer the question if you ever thought of somebody else while in activity?
Yeah, I just want to know whether any one of us want to answer that question for ourselves.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever? Yeah,
I definitely have.
for me, yeah, I have.
I think it's
Okay.
kind of normal
I
to do it
don't
sometimes.
know. If you really like your partner, then like that, no. But obviously for the first time, and that whole thing happened with the SpongeBob thing, I was imagining I was somewhere else in order to distance myself from what was happening. Other than that, no, not really. I am with you. This is what we're doing. You and me together forever. Let's get it on, baby.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes if you've been in a relationship,
I never did. I never did that in. Yeah, I never did that in my marriage or anything like that. It was just with someone I wasn't dating, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Trying to get to know of.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
make that clear.
So stick solid with the Canadian 2. Stench trench piercings are nasty. What's a stench trench?
No, that sounds
Is that like
horrible.
I'm scared to
in your
look this
genital
up.
area?
Yeah, that's like the worst sounding thing ever.
Stench
At least when
trench.
Boogie
I re-
and Keem were calling me a blumpkin, that sounded cute.
I reckon
Stench
that's in your genital.
That's what
Oh,
it
I'm
sounds
sure it is.
like. But you know, Sweet Tea thought that the other piercing was
Yeah.
a dirty one, and it was just a lip one.
I've had my lip pierced since I was 13. I've never took it out. I took it out for like a year and then it didn't grow over. I've just left it in since then. It's like a fixture on my body.
Oh, so
I don't know what I'd do without it.
Oh, it's in.
stench trench is just a
Oh,
Canadian slang for the women's area. So since that was a 2, we'll do a quick one.
Canadians are freaks.
They are.
That's what they call their women's privates? That's horrible.
So
I've Beans, I've got it up here saying that the stench trench piercing is not a recognized term. It likely refers to the odor that can develop around piercings, especially during the healing process.
Okay, but if you don't look up piercing with stench trench, because stench trench is like its own term, it's not going to be a recognized piercing, but he means female area piercing. That's what he meant. But I went to go see my girl at work when she would close, and to keep a long story short, I effed a girl at an Arby's prep table. You got the meats, I guess.
I was trying to make one of my boyfriends jealous. I told him I was going to go get it on with one of the workers at a gas station that was hot. That I kept making him jealous because I was flirting with him. And I said me and him are going to go have sex in the slop sink in the back when you're gone. And he got so mad.
Nasty.
But I never did it.
The fact that you even
I used to
threatened
be
that,
very-
that's kind of weird.
I can get mad.
So I think we're all caught up. Thank you guys so much for your contributions to the confessions. I wish we got more
that was
$5
fun.
ones because we got way more. I'm too old for this. Well, now we're gonna get into the other topics that we had stored for today. So Wonder Woman, your topics was what gives you the ick, right?
I'm excited for this.
Yeah. What gives you the ick?
So can you explain what the ick is for people that don't know?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're roboting.
So-
can you leave the call and then
Yeah.
hop back in whenever you can? Because your
Yeah.
internet is like very, very
Sure.
So while she does that, what is the ick? So the ick is supposed to be kind of like that feeling you get when somebody does something and it just rubs you the wrong way. Let's just say,
and you can't help it. You can't.
sometimes
it's
you can
instinctual.
you can be in love with a person and then they do something and you're like, oh, that gave me the ick.
Yeah.
So let me think of an example. Let me be catty. Let me be a little bit catty, and I'm pretty sure everybody knew I felt this way.
Better?
It's still a little bit like I don't know what's going on, but we got to give it a little bit.
Yeah, let's just ride with it. You can't help it.
Can we change to a different studio? Yeah, we'll ride with it.
I don't think the studio is the problem because me and Sweet Tea are pretty much fine. It's just that your internet is a little bit stuttery in your camera and sometimes you robot voice. But
it might be her internet company or something, like doing something.
She's in a different country, so I do understand.
Yeah.
But the other days it wasn't this bad. Okay, is there a storm going on at your place or something?
Oh yeah, that's what it could be.
Nope. I think I saw a shake, one shake.
Not that I noticed, but not that I'm. I was looking out the window.
So let me think. Let me be a little bit catty, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew that I felt this way. It gave me the ick whenever Grimm put on the mankini. Gave me the ick. I said,
yes, I heard that.
Nasty.
And then I felt. But that's just me. That's just me.
That's fair enough.
So Oh, I was just about to say it's getting better.
You jinxed it.
Me?
So Skeptices with the $4.99. I didn't get one earlier because I was so enamored by Wonder Woman's beauty.
I know
So
she's like stunning today.
she's stunning
Like
today,
I'm not
Oh,
joking. She
thank
really
you.
is.
but her internet does not want her to stunt on these
No,
hoes.
the internet's jealous.
So we have. Because they slowed down so much, we slowed down on the confessions. Let me give you a really good one for that one, and especially because you complimented one of the dolls. This is a long one. This is a juicy one. I wonder who you are in the Discord or as our viewer because god damn. Grab your coffee, grab your blanket. This is going to be a wild ride. My wife and I are in the swinger lifestyle. We first went to a party at a state senator's house. The house was located on the side of a mountain overlooking the city. The home was flanked on either side by giant homes looking at our location. A 3-story balcony, each corresponding to a floor of the house. There are 25 couples in attendance. We had met another couple and we really had a vibe going. As we progressed through the night, the syringe jello shots were devoured. Things started heating up, starting with an electro-play demonstration for the whole party. Our little group lost interest in the demonstration, and we couldn't keep our hands off of one another. We made our way out to the aforementioned balcony, making our way to the bottom level, where the hot tub resided. As we stripped down nude, we progressed to enter the tub. We started making out and caressing each other. When the other couple's wife climbed onto me and started writing, she was very sensitive as well as very vocal. And as I stated earlier, we were on the side of a mountain, so there was an echo amplified by said mountains. Jesus Christ. Wait, how? This is a senator's house. There are 25 couples. They're all doing like electro play demonstrations. This is on the side of a mountain. There's an echo. Does everybody know that this senator is like freaky? Did everybody sign an NDA?
It ain't me.
Oh my god, I'm not even done yet. So the host of the party came and asked us to keep it down. We continued our escapades. As we continued, I started to close my eyes in enjoyment, and the heat of the tub was starting to get to my head, and I was getting dizzy. I lay my head back, eyes closed, enjoying the cool air and the fun times. I opened my eyes looking up, and there are 3 balconies full of couples, and that's how I found out I liked being watched.
Yes!
Epic.
That's a good
That's like
one.
really epic.
I love it.
I love that. I love that too. That's hot. That's like pure confidence and femininity. Jeez.
I want to respond, but I'm roboting, so I'm just going to sit and listen.
You're doing a lot better now. It's doing a lot better now.
Yeah, it is.
No, that
You just needed a
It's doing
spicy
better.
story to spice up your internet.
Oh, yeah. And this is the thing. If you don't try new things, how do you know whether you like it or not? So
That's
that person's
true.
obviously realized I like to be watched.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we have Cyber Fable with the 2. That's me. I hope that's not you. Goddamn.
Jeez.
That's a 2. So that is a quick one.
Silicon Princess said they are swingers. I think it's a little bit different, but they probably in the same type of umbrella as swingers.
So this is going to be an obvious one. I think a lot of people probably feel this way. They just don't vocalize it. So here is your anonymous confession, whoever you are out there. I'm a man and I love being femdomed.
Who doesn't?
Excuse me.
Okay.
That's a quick
Okay.
one for the two. So we have Turtle, who upgraded. Oh my goodness. Turtle upgraded their membership to a pay pig. Hell yeah. Wait,
Desperate whore.
I didn't mean to call you a desperate whore. We are the desperate whores for you. Thank you so much, Turtle, because that is amazing. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership to pay pig. Some people like the Frisky Fridays. What can I say? So a lot of people are
It brings the heat.
swig for the pig. I think I have an alcohol somewhere.
I'll take a hit of my vape for the pig.
Ooh.
I will swig my coffee to make me more energetic for the rest of the freaking episode. Hell yeah.
This is for you.
Let's get
This is
pumped.
for you. What was the name of our new pay pig?
Turtle.
What was the name of our new pay pig? Sorry, B.
Turtle.
This is for you, Turtle. Thank you so much. Hell
So-
yes.
Hell yes. Thank you. Again, W's in chat for Turtle for upgrading their membership. So a lot of people
did it.
are pinging me and letting me know, hey, Gidgy is in the members waiting. Now, Gidgy is someone that I didn't really catch wind of until very recently. So this person is part of Queens now, I believe, and I basically didn't know anything about them until
Yeah.
I tuned into Queens, I think yesterday, and I caught a
Yeah.
little bit of what they were saying. I think they started saying something about me for some reason, and then people are just saying that this is a very crazy old lady. So let's bring Gidgy
Yeah.
up here to see what she has to say. Hi, Gidgy. Welcome
you
to the
crazy.
Lookout Dolls.
I got your crazy lady girlfriend. Let me get my camera on.
Breaking my eardrums. Oh.
Breaking your eardrums.
Yes. Busting eardrums. There.
Hello.
It takes a while for her camera to switch on. I know she was having some trouble
Because
early.
you don't have any professional equipment.
My friend said that you did really good on dolls the other day. They really liked
On
you.
Dolls? You mean Queens? She
I've
was
never
here.
been on
I mean
dolls.
Queens. I'm so sorry. I'm dyslexic.
Oh
I don't
my
know if that
gosh.
works with your brain talking
so
or not. But
this is Sweet Tea. She is our channel
Oh, I know.
Ditz.
Sweet Tea knows me. Sweet Tea knows me. We've met.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah,
how's it
you-
going?
Yeah.
I was going to call you Ditzy. No. Sweet Tea's the Ditzy. How are you?
I'm the Ditzy.
Gidgy. Gidgy?
I'm doing great. Beans, amazing. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes, I was giving you shit because I heard you said that maybe nobody watches Queens anymore. So yes, I may have given you a little tiny piece of poop. But anyway.
when did you say that?
Anyway,
they were having a
Oh, I have
okay,
the clip.
am I
have
wrong?
The clip.
Oh,
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not.
You came prepared.
she
You're
did come
not.
prepared.
No,
Can
we
you
are.
give these ladies some lessons on like coming prepared and having
Well, that
clips?
is-
Yes,
Listen,
please.
that's why the intern is here. Not a host, Sweet Tea. I'm an intern. I'm the same intern that talked to you
Oh.
on Milkers, remember? Yeah, that's me. Hi. Listen. So let me mute my stream. Sorry. So I have a question. I'm new. I'm still an intern. And I have
doing
I have a
great,
phone.
though.
I do. Look, well, thank you. I have a phone right here. But you know what? Well, now that I've entered the LCU, I keep it permanently on silent. I'm old. I have doctors calling me all the fucking time. I'm old, girl. I got doctors calling me. But you know what? For 120 minutes, when I'm doing a show in a Keemstar production, when I am handed an opportunity to be in front of all these amazing people, when I am graciously given time to talk to Brantley, who is a fashionista. I don't know if you know Brantley's background. You may want to look into it. She's a lot more than Keemstar's fiance, first of all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And look, Sweet Tea, I'm not coming up here to drag your ass. I'm coming up here to say you are the most unprofessional excuse I have ever seen for a streamer in my life. Look, I get you're some low-level Appalachian hill girl, whatever. Great, that's fine. You don't need an education to be intelligent enough to not... Nobody is paying you to talk on your phone. 2 hours, girl, 2 hours. Let's not talk to Billy Joe, Jim Bob off screen. Let's not talk to the fucking kids that we can't keep.
Oh, you're muted now. What happened?
Oh, shit. Well, it's a Keemstar production. You can't be muting yourself on camera. on one of his shows.
She's not wrong,
She's
sweet.
gone.
She's not
She's
wrong.
Not even there.
She's
not
not
wrong.
wrong. That
She's
doesn't
not
make
I
her
know.
anything she said
I'm not saying
discredited.
it's not wrong. I am so sorry. I know it's
Well-
unprofessional. I
No,
shouldn't
no,
have
no,
done
no,
it.
no. Twisted Tea, you keep saying you're sorry all the time, but you don't.
When do I say I'm
Same.
sorry?
Every day you
normally
do
double
say,
down.
No, we don't want to hear you say sorry. We want you to fix what the problem is. Your people in the audience are saying
Phone on
that
camera.
you're making them sick. You're making people sick and you're still doing it. Why are you not taking the feedback and the advice and changing? Stop saying sorry. We want it to change. You're not taking the feedback on board, girl.
Mhm. Before Gidgy gets to talk again, right now we're at 117 likes. If we can get that up to 200, the Grays can speak. Right now we have 447 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Other than that, Gidgy, continue spitting because you were cooking.
I'm sorry. We do have storms here in Texas on and off, so it was just a quick blip. All right, I'm lying. It was my cat. My cat jumped on my computer and turned it off. Shit. I've still got
Clean
y'all.
cat.
I just want to say I had sprinkles in places that no decent woman should ever have
I
sprinkles.
know.
I just want to say that. But anyway, Sweet Tea has no idea what I'm talking about because she don't watch other shows. So anyway, listen, Sweet Tea. Well, she don't watch
do.
other. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about with sprinkles?
No, I
Okay.
haven't. I've
All right.
watched like one of the queens. Whenever
All right, that's all right. I'm giving you look.
I do.
That I'm giving you shit about. Thank you, Wonder Woman. You're amazing. That I'm giving you
I
shit
do.
about. What I want you to hear though, girl, come on, you have got such an amazing opportunity. Embrace it. Take it seriously. Spend more than 2 hours a day on this shit. You can really use this. Girl, you come from nothing and you can make it. You've got something. I see something in you, but you got to hone it in. You got to focus. That phone should not matter. It shouldn't even be an idea in your head during this stream. You shouldn't think about your phone. You shouldn't think about anybody else around you. You close your fucking door. You tell everyone, look, you want me to make money? You want me to make something of myself? Give me 2 hours of peace and quiet. All right? I know it's a big ask. Listen, I know it's a big ask. And you're asking all of your family and friends and everyone to help you out. It's 2 hours. And yes, it's in the middle of the day. And I do know that you have a child. And I know it's hard. And things will happen. The problem is, since I've been watching today, honey, it's been 7 times off screen and at least 5 on the phone. Yeah, you don't even realize it. You're doing it so much. You don't realize it. I'm telling you, there's no way you would. I'm telling you, watch this. Watch chat. Ask chat. Seriously.
It was 5 times. Whenever I'm looking on my phone, I'm looking at the chat.
Don't look at the chat then. Don't look at the chat. Stop looking.
I have to, especially when it's a super chat.
I don't know
what it said.
You've got Beans there.
Beans reads it out.
And
use
Beans
your
does it
tools.
right.
Listen, use your
I
tools.
have to try to read the comments out too. Beans asked me to do that when I first started coming in to try to read them if she missed them.
Okay. All I'm saying is it is a bad look when you are. Do you realize yesterday when you were talking to Keemstar, Keemstar, the multi-millionaire that runs this network, you were talking to him and you got him walked away. Didn't say.
There was an old woman that I didn't recognize. I had the front door open. I'm at my mom's house. And the woman came up to the door and was saying, "Is your mom home?" And I was like, "I have to go over there and talk to her."
Just do this. No, you don't. You just say, "Do
yes,
this."
Yes, I do. She was wanting to drop off the clothes to put in the yard sale for her church freaking yard sale.
Drop it off at the door.
Camp.
She'll figure it out. You didn't need to do it. Listen to me. You don't realize how important what you did yesterday was. That was a fuck up. You need to accept it. Don't blame it on Billy Joe that came to the door for the garage sale for the church, all right? We're not blaming it on anybody else. We are going to own our fuck ups. Guess what? I had notes yesterday. I blew through them in the first 30 minutes. I fucked up. All right, I have to work on slowing down and relaxing. You need to work on, and you know what? You and I are learning together. We're both new at this, girl. But I'm telling you, you got something. You got people talking about you. And if you get people talking about you, love or hate, that's great. But you got to give this show what it deserves.
Exactly.
Now, real quick, don't watch any of. I'll have to say something. You say that I wasn't on
I
other
just want to
shows.
say something. Can I just say something?
I was on every single show. No, I'm talking. I was on every single show whenever I talked
Looping.
one of our best episodes we did. I
Super
TTS.
had to go on every show and talk.
Gidgy,
TTS.
why don't you
That
teach
was
your
exhausting.
co-host first? This is ridiculous.
Gidgy, why don't you teach your co-host first? This is ridiculous.
Oof.
You're right. Good feedback. Good feedback. But listen, I care about this young lady. I do. I think she's got something. When you have Brantley and Keem interested in you, girl, you realize you've got something, okay? But I could give two shits about what you're wearing. What pisses me off about you is I know you're not giving this show 180% of your ability. We're in a different room every day, and I understand that might be logistics, whatever. But when you get in a room, you make it your room for 2 hours. You talk to all your people. You're in the hills. Y'all got all kinds of people. Bring them over. Have them watch the kids. Have them watch the dogs. Have them watch the fucking church ladies. And just give the show 2 hours. But more than that, listen, and I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you cook, all right? More than that, I want you to spend time behind the scenes on the show. On ideas. Yesterday, Beans gave you a great idea, girl. I've been subbed for a long time. I'm not right now, but I have. And I'm telling you, since the inception of Dolls, I have been. And you were given a great opportunity yesterday to come up with stuff and to remember, you were supposed to, Wonder Woman was going to do hers and you were going to do yours. And
We
it was
had to
kind of
talk
like,
about it was the good
I know,
thing that we
I
talked
know.
about the drama. We had
But
to talk about the drama. That's what I
listen,
got all those
you're
clips
right.
together.
You're right.
I
You're
got all
right.
those clips together that we
Ye-
showed.
You're right. Absolutely. And
clips
I
I-
think that was very important to pivot to. But what I'm saying is that amount of effort should go into every single show. That's all anybody wants to see is effort.
Listen, Gidgy, I didn't realize that until that show that I was having a meltdown on Glammy. I really didn't realize that I wasn't doing good until I did that show.
You're not doing good. You've got a lot going for you. You have got people talking about you. You've got people interested in you. Just own it, and put the time and effort in, and put that damn phone down. Nobody wants to see that phone. I promise, nobody wants to see that phone.
I will never do it again. I will be on screen. I'm sorry.
Can I please speak? Sorry. I just want to say, you're a host, Sweet Tea. Your standard should be a lot higher than mine. And I am at a higher standard than you right now.
Constructive criticism. When people say something, listen to it and react to it.
But my
Talk to
dramas
me.
and stuff brought people over
Gaming with
here.
Ultra Super
Wonder
Chat
Woman
TTS
hasn't brought no dramas or people over here.
T, you can put your phone up in a way where you can see chat without it being obvious. Be real, girl. Lol.
You read that one?
Yeah, but that's stupid. I mean, what? My laptop literally falls over. The camera is almost too heavy. If it barely leaned, it would literally fall over.
Listen to what you're doing. Listen to what you're doing.
Whenever I get my first
TTS.
paycheck, I'm going to get another.
That's fine. Don't
Another
even
computer.
worry about the money. Listen to me. Listen to what you're doing. My laptop falls over. This happens. That happens. I've got an excuse for this. I had to go pick up my kids. I had to do this. I had to do that. Everybody knows that life happens. Everybody knows financially you're not set up for success, right? But let's make do with what we have. If your laptop's always falling over, get some
Change
books,
it.
set something up ahead of time so it doesn't fall over. You see what I'm saying?
right.
I don't want to attack you. I think you're amazing. I want to see you
It's
soar.
not about that, Beans. It's like
Ego.
there's-
It's not about
There you
that.
go.
Ego.
It's not about that. It's not about
let people talk.
It is.
People have been complaining about how shaky the camera is on a bed. This was less than $10 on Amazon. If you buy something like this, you can have it on your bed and it's
Problem
a more
solved.
stable surface. And then all you gotta do
I need something like
is
that.
get you a good ass water bottle, probably with some water in it, set it up on that table, and then looky here, you can get your phone and you can set that shit up right on, and oh my god, it stays. Oh my god, it is so easy. Sometimes you gotta spend a little
good
money to
idea.
make some money. That's all you gotta do, baby
do.
girl.
You
Yeah,
do. And
I'm
even if you
definitely
don't
gonna
have
get
the
me one of
money,
those.
listen, don't make it about the money. Rig stuff up. Do stuff at home. If you spend the time outside of the stream to say, you know what, everyone's talking about my laptop being shaky. Shit, what can I do? And think about things. Think about nothing but dolls. Don't.
so much drama going on. That was like the
You're
last
right, you're
thing for
right.
me to
I
cover.
know.
Like I had to get through so freaking much, and I stayed up literally. I only got 2 hours of sleep before I did yesterday's stream because of how
And I
much
know-
shit I had to do.
I know, and I know you're trying to raise a family. I know you've got your hands full, and I know you got dumped off in the deep end, girlfriend. You did.
I did.
But you know what it
No,
is
no,
right now?
sorry.
You know what it is? It's sink or swim.
It really
I'm
is.
sorry.
I'm
I'm
trying to
sorry.
swim.
I'm sorry. I'm going to call that out. You've been a host for at least a month, Twisted Tea. You should have your shit together by now. Why are you creating a docket? You should have had a lot of practice to be able to have that stuff all done before 4 a.m. or
done?
whatever time. You're working on the docket. You should be more
Things
experienced.
weren't coming out until really late in the freaking day, like Rewind, and I was on Aussie.
Excuses.
I had to sit and
You
do
use
all of that.
Okay, the
excuses.
thing is,
And then put it
you did
together,
not
it doesn't
have
matter what time.
you did not have to jump on every single show in order to say the same thing over and over again. You were looping. You looked crazy. That's why when you say on in the comments,
No,
like I
looked
want this,
fine.
girl, you went
I
on
looked
every
good.
single show to say the same
They
thing
asked
over.
me. I'm not going to tell
I don't
my
care.
fellow host. No,
I don't
do not
care.
come on their
No,
show.
you tell
They want me
people.
to come. I'll come.
No,
You don't
because
have
you
to.
have to.
You don't have to.
That only helps the
Well,
entire
you're gonna get
network
muted.
if
You're
I
gonna
come
get
on their
muted. You're
show.
gonna get muted because you literally.
You're gonna
I
mute
said
me?
this. Yes, because 5 times now. 5 times I've said when people are talking, try to listen instead of interrupting them every single time.
You'll say some kind of question and then you won't let me
I
answer.
didn't say a question. I'm literally talking and you are still interrupting me. Girl, you do not
This
have
is a
to.
Bean show, huh?
Oh, because you get mad it's a Bean show now? No, I'm trying to give you advice and I'm going to actually out the thing that I was going to say, and I was going to tell you off screen, off camera, because people don't have to know the plans that I was going to do, okay?
You're going to do it now.
How about you stop interrupting so I can fucking talk? Damn. It's not the Bean show, it's dolls. It's dolls. That's why I've been helping you guys. How long did I stay on stream yesterday? Not on stream, but in the live on show to give you guys more advice, to give you the new docket that I made that I had to spend. You say that you get no sleep, I get no sleep. I have a real life job. I have this, I have other things going on. And yet I still do everything for the show to make sure that you guys can still have this show when I'm gone. Because that is the thing that I want to say to you, sweet tea. I am planning on leaving sometime soon, either a month, maybe a couple months, and you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna get switched to another show. You can still be on Dolls with Glammy, but every day that you fuck up, that is another day that I'm gonna stay in the LCU because I can't leave it like this. I can't leave it like this. I'm here to make sure I am giving you guys so much to make sure that you guys can succeed. I'm not just going to leave. I could have left a long fucking time ago. I need to get my life together. I don't think the LCU will give me enough for me to have my life together, okay? I've been put on so many shows. It is not that much money. I am still here because I like doing it. I am still here because I love the people. I love doing dolls. But this is not a sustainable thing forever. Every day you fuck up, that's another day I have to stay. So if you think that I think this is the Bean show, that is completely wrong because I do not want to stay here forever. But you gotta tighten up. You do. You do.
Like
You got anything
heavy
to
ass
say?
news you just dropped.
Exactly. And I was gonna
I
wait till
don't know
after
what
the
to
fact.
say. Good Lord.
The fact that you are doing this, going on the phone, showing people that you don't really care about dolls, yet you said that it seems like you don't care. It seems like you don't care. Because if you do care, you would put more effort into this. But
What was the face? What was the face, Twisted Tea? Beans just said that and you went like this.
Because
Like what?
fucking done that. And yesterday I had to talk to someone at the fucking door. Shit happens. Get over it. I'm still here. I'm still doing my fucking thing. I still
And you're
fucking got
still
viewers. I
not
still had
listening.
all the other shows talking about our show. In one way or another,
You're
I'm
still
good for
not
this fucking show.
listening.
You're
Every
not
day
listening.
You're still doing this. I did listen. Beans, did you see the docket that I did for Give Me the Ick? You know, what gives us the ick? I
yeah,
did
you
that.
did do one yesterday. So you should
No,
be
it
fussed
was-
at. You won't listen. You've been here for
Twisted
how long
Tea,
and you don't know how to
if you
fucking do a
actually-
docket?
if you actually
You've
did
never known how to
shut
do a docket before
Yes,
now?
I do now. Like, no. because I've never
Why
done
haven't
one.
you fucking
But
done that? If you care about this universe, why haven't you learned to make a docket yet, bitch?
You haven't been in this universe long enough.
Yeah,
to
and
even
you should know how to
understand where
do
I've
a
been and
fucking
what I've
docket after
done.
how many shows you've been on.
Okay, Beans, I listened to what you said yesterday, right? What you showed me, I appreciate it, and I created the docket with my docket team member. And did you notice today when I came on, was I muted?
No.
No,
Wait.
I listened.
You were a little bit muted, but you fixed it right away. So when it comes to the whole situation, in general, yeah, obviously I was going to keep it secret, because then you'll get all these comments like, no, Beans, don't leave. The other thing is, obviously it's for content, right? I'm not going to say I'm going to leave and then people are like, then what's the whole point of like Sweet Tea and Glammy having this fight, right? But I'm still going to stay here for maybe a month, a couple months, who knows? But eventually I'm going to have to leave. So either you and Glammy,
You never know, Beans.
exactly, you and Glammy, you and Wonder Woman, maybe you and Gidgy, who fucking knows? Maybe you guys will host a tryout to see who can be the OBS runner for dolls. But in general, you have to show that you want it. You have to show that you are going to be here and give your 110%.
I feel like I really have shown that I wanted to be here, especially with, fighting with Glammy, going on all the other shows, fucking bringing attention to dolls in that regard. I've done very good at that. But Riot with $2 says, Sweet Tea, you don't know how to do the docket either. I've been doing the docket. You even know whenever you told me and Pidcal to have a topic. I did my topic. I wrote it all down. I fucking had the links. I did all that. And that was like when I was really, really freaking new. Whenever I'm having to do a segment or something, I fucking do it.
But the thing is that
Especially
it's not just on Thursday.
I got all those clips.
Not just on Thursday. In general, you should be helping out with your show because you were a part of a show. But real quick, we have Glowshine who said, hey, Beans, how close to the second stream Saturday? That was for $2, so I will go into the confessions and get a short one. But real quick, we have $195.63. Let me update the OBS real quick. Can somebody read me out what I just said?
Yep.
$195. Okay, awesome.
I don't see that.
So $195 out of the $500 for the second stream to stream the game, date everything. I still have to update the numbers for the memberships for the animal goal. Like I said, it's not at 715 anymore because some of the gifted memberships dropped off, unfortunately. The other thing, right now we are at 512 concurrent viewers and we have 144 likes. If we get to 200, we can have the Greys unleashed. So now we have to go into the confessions.
Say some stuff.
But you gotta wait. When I work at maintenance at Walmart, I would shut down the bathroom and meet up with a woman and go to town on them. Juicy. But also,
That's nasty.
in the Walmart bathroom, that's nasty.
No, I don't agree with that.
So moving on, we have Gidgy, who actually became a Band World member after she said she would. Thank you so much, Gidgy. And we have Skeptices with the $1.99. Sweet Tea, I will send you a desk for fuck's sake. Thank you so much, Skeptices.
Hell, if you're serious about that, hit me up in the Discord.
Just don't try to accuse them of anything afterwards.
Exactly.
So I don't think we have any other short ones. Let me see. Let me look through this. Oh, here's a short one. Most of my friends are furries, aka have personas. The stigma around the community is odd to me. It feels like a minority of freaks making the majority look bad. That can be very true. Then we have Rot with the 2. Sweet Tea, you don't know how to do the docket either. It's crazy that you were actually talking to this. Whenever you read that out, I didn't know who sent it in. Rot is one of our docket members, so her words probably have a little bit more weight to them than you think.
I mean, I didn't really even know that we were supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. I don't know if it was ever told to me or not, but I knew that we were supposed to get stuff together, but not like constantly be in the docket and like figuring stuff out until the episode with me talking about the plane crash. And then after that, I have been putting stuff in.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's an excuse. Why
then.
don't you ask?
That's not
You should
fucking
be-
excuse, you dumb
Now-
cunt!
Now she's
You-
doing
you-
it,
no,
and
I'm
we should
doing my
be
goddamn best!
yelling is not
What
gonna
more
do.
do you want from me?
listening.
This
You're not
fucking dog
listening.
pile is gross. Cynthia Breyer is right. This is a fucking dog
It's not.
pile.
Oh
Y'all
my
don't
goodness.
cry.
Crybaby.
fucking
You're a
make-
crybaby.
Everybody's talking about me right now, so you gotta fucking attack me too?
So you think I'm attacking
We're
you?
giving you.
I think this is unnecessary.
Why?
You think acting that way is necessary?
Yes, I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Say what you want to say.
She's
You
not
said what you want to
listening.
say. Let's move the fuck
You're not
on.
listening. You're not listening. If
What
you
am I
want to
supposed to do
succeed
with
on the
My
doll show,
goddamn computer right now, you fucking cunt.
you're
What am I supposed to do
having
with my
a
computer right
crash
now?
out. Crash out. Crash out. You have to listen, sweet tea. The feedback that's been given to you is to improve the show.
You say that
Think
all
about
the
dolls.
feedback
Think
that's
about your
given to you is
setup.
an attack.
I'm an intern. I have set up right.
Yeah, I
Are
wonder
you
why you haven't
listening?
got a host role yet.
Cynthia Breyer, you are probably the biggest troll that there is. Who wouldn't act like that? No, if you're an adult, you listen and you just say, okay, fine, I fucked up. And then we would probably move on. But the fact that you keep screaming
say!
and then you say that
I
it's a...
did say I fucked up. And then I'll do
When?
something better. I'm sorry. I said
Wh-
I'm sorry whenever you talked about the fucking phone thing. I said I'm sorry. And then y'all said, no, you gotta take accountability. You're not doing right, dolls. I brought the most fucking attention to this bitch. And y'all
No, you
can't
didn't.
fucking proud of me for
No, you
that?
didn't.
You can't be proud about my
No,
fucking
you
good
didn't.
episode that we did? We've been getting a hell of a lot more views after that. Have you noticed?
Yeah, probably because
Have you-
I've also went on other shows and I've tried to like show people like, hey, we can do much more than just sitting here and screaming and shit.
Yeah,
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 I'm sure.
that's right.
You know, you did good too, but that was a fucking star moment for me. I fucking got a lot of attention for that. Our show got a lot of attention for that. Why
And
can't
that's
y'all be fucking
good.
happy for the
I
things I
am.
do right?
I am, but the thing is that whenever we bring something to your attention, you will focus on this. This is the thing that we've been saying the entire time, that whenever something happens, you say you want to move on, and then a little negative thing happens, and then you'll focus so much, and then you'll loop and loop and loop. We literally
Today
talked
was
about
supposed to be
one
Freaky
thing,
Friday,
we
and
move
all you
on.
could talk about was me.
Because you keep going. Literally, you keep going. Just say, okay, I fucked up, and then we'll move
Well,
on.
then not
But
am
the
I-
other
am
thing,
I
the
not
other thing,
entertaining you guys?
listen. Do I have to gentle parent you? Because then people are going to say that I'm being rude. The thing is, I am reading out the super chats. If I don't read the super chats, then we are doing something wrong. Do you want me to ignore all the super chats? I'm reading them out.
It's not the super chats.
It
It's you
is a
guys
super
fucking agreeing
chats.
with it. And also fucking nitpicking and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna fucking say that somebody did something wrong if they fucking message you in Discord. That's fucked up. I'm
Hey,
your co-host.
hey, I've been here for almost 2 weeks interning. The feedback's been given
2
to you to
weeks?
put the phone. Can you let me finish? Yes, it's almost been 2 weeks, okay? You've been told constantly, okay, to fix your
You have your own
setup.
problems, bitch.
You-
Fix your
you-
own problems. Worry about your own fucking problems.
I don't have problems. I don't
You
have problems.
don't?
See, you're attacking me.
Oh
You're
my
attacking
god,
me?
you can't be serious.
You're attacking me. Why are
can't
you
be
attacking
serious.
me? Why are you
because
attacking
you
me?
suck.
I am serious. See how you give her feedback and then she just attacks me. Well, you know what,
not my
sweet
mother.
tea, since I've been,
You might be old
since
enough to be my mother, but you're not my
I
fucking
never
mother.
said I was. You act
You're
like
sure
a
the fuck-
child.
Okay, we're gonna
Mr.
move
C
on.
said in
So
the chat-
Cynthia Breyer,
Yeah,
Cynthia
thank God.
Breyer, the dog piling is so gross. Nobody's trying to make it seem like a dog pile. Okay, Wonder Woman sometimes chiming in whenever it's already. I'm trying to give actual feedback or trying to give criticism that is actually fucking helpful, and then Wonder Woman hopping in and being like, "No, you gotta." I understand that. It seems very dog piley. But whenever Gigi is here and she's actually trying to be helpful, and she's like, "Hey, this is a big opportunity." Whenever I'm trying to be here and I'm just saying, "Hey, you got to do some part of the docket." And then whenever you said something, not done. Whenever you said the thing about the docket and you said, I am doing the docket now. And I said, okay, I appreciate that. You are stepping up. But whenever I said, hey, remember Saturday, you're supposed to show you got the stuff in order to stay here. I just don't think that it's appropriate for you to show on stream that you're not really paying attention, and that is all. And you could say, yeah, that's a great point. I'll try to pay attention from here on out. But then when people are obviously trolling you, this is the whole point of the LCU, by the way. People are going to send super chats to troll to get that same reaction from you that you're giving right now.
Exactly. And aren't you guys fucking proud of me for being able to get so much fucking attention?
You literally not even listen to what I said. People are trolling you because they want this reaction from you. Now, are you saying that you're doing this on purpose? You're crashing out on purpose, or are you saying that this is all for show?
No, I'm not pissed about the super chats. I really aren't. I ain't. It's the shit that you've said like after the fuck, like in between. You've been like being really catty and bitchy towards me, and it's just not necessary.
Because I say the truth.
Truth that I'm gonna fucking accuse someone of goddamn like sexual misconduct?
Because it's a show. It's a show. We have to poke and prod.
Right.
Okay,
I
then get out.
Say something like that
then get out, because you have to have thicker skin than that, sweet tea. Literally, how many allegations? How many times?
Well, I wouldn't put out allegations about you like that.
Oh, I'm sure you would. If I piss you off enough, I'm sure you would. Because you just said a couple fucking minutes ago that if you get so pissed off at somebody, you would probably piss on their grave. You said, oh, that is not funny. That is literally what you said a couple fucking minutes ago. So what? That shows that you're a vindictive fucking person. So no matter what, if somebody does something that you don't agree with, you have no problems trying to put them 6 feet under. That's the type of person you are. Nobody, this is such a deflection. Nobody is talking about saying, you take accountability, take accountability, take accountability. This LCU is like rough sex, okay? I get to berate you, you berate me. This is the LCU. That's the whole fucking point. We make money off of people shitting on you, but you have to have thick enough skin to just move the fuck on. This show is rough sex, and then afterwards, I give you so much fucking aftercare, and I'm like, oh, sweet tea, just remember just to do the docket, okay? Just remember that you have to make sure that you pay attention during the stream. That's literally all I do. That's literally all I do after the stream, because this is a show. I put on a face, I put on a show, and then afterwards I talk to you guys so fucking nice and say, hey, if you ever need anything, I'm gonna be working, but you can send me a message. Every show, after the show, I say that shit. Why? Because we know that on camera, this is a show. You shouldn't take anything fucking personally, and then afterwards we can do all the aftercare you want. That's the whole point of the LC fucking you. If you can't handle it, goddamn leave. Because once I leave, maybe Wonder Woman can stay and she can find her co. It's probably going to be Glammy. Maybe have tryouts. But I'm sure as fuck not going to think that it's you with the way your attitude is right now. If you think this is a dog pile because we're saying some truth and this bitch can't handle it, that's your fucking problem.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Mr. Nightmare.
How are we doing?
How's the weather in Wells?
It's good. It's hot as fuck. Guys, I gotta give some blunt truth. I'm a little bit drunk. I do apologize. But I gotta just give some blunt truth here. Why are we dogging on Sweet Tea?
Dogging? We're reading super chats.
Wait. No. Let's be real, right? We got a host, one that doesn't want to be here, and they keep talking about, like, I don't want to be here, right? Beans, you want to move on. I get it. You don't think it's permanent. Then you don't want to be here. Fair. Then we have an intern that just smiles and laughs at fucking nothing. Wonder Woman, I love you to bits, but you literally react to nothing. Like, Sweet Tea ain't hot shit either.
Because I keep getting cut off. I keep getting cut off.
Woman,
okay?
you
Wait,
just unironically laugh
no. You're drunk. You're literally inebriated. So of course you're not actually gonna know. Wait, give a second.
I watched the stream.
You watch the stream and you're inebriated. So let's get words right, because there are a bunch of people on this fucking panel that always messes up in their words. Like you have accused me of some fucking shit. Let's get some words right. It's not that I don't want to be here. I do want to be here. No, let me fucking finish. I do want to be here, but this is not going to be sustainable for a long fucking time. I feel like
you keep saying you're gonna leave soon, right? In a month or a couple of months, like you said. But you keep saying it as if like, Sweet Tea, every time you fuck up, I'm gonna have to stay another day, as if you're Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay,
Are you
that's
doing-
not the fucking point. You literally will
No, but
say
it is
something.
the point, though.
The
You're
point
acting
is,
like you're so much superior to it. It's weird, dude.
it's not because I'm
Culture, don't be
superior.
a
It's not
cunt
because
about it.
I'm gonna fucking mute you
No,
if
but
you're not gonna let me fucking talk. Server
One at a
muted.
time.
So the point
Muted
is,
you,
the
honey
point
sauce.
is, of course, if you frame it that way, it's gonna sound that way. I'm going to stay to help her out, to make sure that the show can succeed. Every day that she fucks up, I have to stay. I'm not just going to leave her out in the fucking dust.
Yeah, that's shitty to put that on me. Like you are strapped to the show because of me.
What Beans is saying is she cares about the show and she wants to make sure that when she
Acting
departs,
like you're fucking Wonder Woman.
show
Shut
is
up.
in good hands.
Shut
and
up.
I get
I'm
it.
still speaking. Like,
me to
you were
shut
acting
up.
like you were hot shit, Beans. You
Nobody's
left a dying
acting
show
like
that is
hot
now...
shit.
No, wait. Let me respond.
I
Let me
was not
respond.
even
You
going
are-
to
no, wait,
fucking
wait,
say
wait,
that
wait,
on
wait,
stream.
Let me respond. I let you
Respond.
speak. I let you speak. Let me speak. You left a dying show that's now doing really fucking well, and I'm now hosting a show that's actively competing with milkers that's been dead for the majority of the month, and you're critiquing fucking Sweet Tea. She fucks up. She does dumb shit, of course. But you
And
should
I
be
do
fucking
too.
coaching her, not
But
just
the fact
dogging on
is-
it. I'm one woman who just smiles and laughs at fucking oxygen
And
fucking
we
floating
fucking
through the
dogged
air.
on her
Are
a
you
couple
joking, man?
episodes. You
What fucking this is unreal, dude.
It's
The level
unreal
of
that you're
expertise
inebriated
you guys
so
think
much,
you
and
are.
you're the biggest
Like,
fucking
don't get me
lolcow
wrong.
in the lolcow
I am
universe.
I am
Mad
a
because
fucking
he's defending
retard.
me.
But I'm not gonna pretend I'm fucking perfect. Like I have ways to improve. But you guys are acting like you're the fucking hottest shit since sliced bread. This is
Nobody
crazy.
literally
This is
does that. How many
crazy,
times
man.
has I fucked up in the fucking
Okay.
LCU? Fucking leave. You are so fucking drunk, sober up, and then come back, dude.
Thank
Literally.
God somebody fucking sees it.
No, because literally
what- see
anybody
what-
agrees
yeah,
with you a little bit, and you will take it to the
You
fucking
can't even
grave.
let
You
him
are the
talk.
newest
Just
fucking.
remember, you kick me because you know I'm right. You kick me because you know
No, I
I'm
kick
right.
you because you're inebriated and you are literally not even bringing the content.
You wouldn't let him talk. You say I won't let you talk, but you won't let him talk. You're the same way, motherfucker.
If he came up here and wasn't in your
And you're a
group, you'll tell
boring
him to
fucking
F
old
off.
bitch
I am
that nobody
not,
wants.
I am not.
Fix
I am
it.
not a
Fix
boring
it or get
old
out.
bitch. I'm sorry. And for Mrs. C, I just want to. She said in here that I talk to Sweet Tea or something like a little child. No,
Yeah, you do.
I'm helping to
Yeah,
give
you do.
feedback. You're the one that acts like a
You talk
child
like
because
a
you won't take
vindictive
criticism on
cunt.
board. End of. You've got a disgusting mouth. Honestly, disgusting. I hope your child
And
is
you
not
don't
in the
talk to
same
me
room
like
while you
you're
talk
my
like
fucking
that.
mother. Don't
I'm
even
sorry.
fucking say that, you goddamn bitch. You can't fucking say
why
shit
not?
like that.
You talk disgusting. Disgusting. For
CC
somebody who's a
Corinthos
young
super
child.
chat
TTS.
I hope they don't hear
TTS.
that.
Oh my god, are we kidding Beans and WW talking truths to Sweet Tea because Sweet Tea thinks she is Keemstar level of entertainment and she isn't even in the same universe and this is dogpiling.
Okay, so the fact, what did we start with? We told her, hey, if you want to move on from this, don't go into the comment section and saying you want to move on, but then go into the Discord and start shit all over again. That's what we established, okay? Then people come up here saying that you're lying. They want you to just be honest with yourself and just say, I fucked up. Fine. Yes. The other part is that Gigi came up here and just say, hey, put into the minds of the people that you belong here, that you want to be here, that this is going to be your job 110%. But going on your phone is
It was
not
too
gonna
fucking for her attacking my parenting.
your
No, I said I
parenting.
hope
Yes.
whatever.
Wonder Woman said, I hope you don't let your kids hear you talk like that with your filthy mouth.
That's not fair. That's not fair. I do agree with you. That's not fair.
You're calling
Anybody
me a
who's
cunt
not
and everything.
anybody who's not in the
Don't
LCU,
go.
I will mute both of you. Anybody who's not in the LCU should not be talked about in general. But you are a host. People are going to judge you, blah, blah, blah. Super chats are from people who get upset whenever you do lie or you have these allegations or whatever, but I have to read them out. And this is a show, so sometimes I have to say something like, oh, blah, 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 because it's supposed to poke and prod.
Elaluku super chatted $19.99. How do you call her disgusting when you abandoned your family?
Exactly. So more super chats are going to come in, especially $20 ones that they know now what triggers you. They know what triggers me. They know what triggers Wonder Woman. all these super chats are going to come up because that's the point. The literal mission statement of the LCU is we profit off of the hate. But the thing that we have to do as the lolcows of the universe is that we have to have thick skin, and maybe we can crash out for entertainment, but it's fake. We can turn off the camera and we're completely fine. We can grow thicker skin and we can be fine with everything because
Is it okay for you saying it's fake? That sounds like you're trying to say it's scripted or something. I don't like that.
No, the thing is that we can get triggered and then afterwards we can be fine with it, or we can play it up. Sorry, not that it's fake, but you can play
I
it
retract
up.
my comment. You are a piece of shit for bringing up someone's child. You fucking suck. What a vile cunt.
Yeah, I'm never gonna fucking talk to you again, Wonder Woman. That was sick.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to talk to Keemstar and see how we're gonna figure this shit out. In general, the criticism can get messy, but that is the entire point of the LCU. The fact that there are some people that obviously they don't know what the LCU is or what the mission statement is, this is the entire point. We profit off of the hate. Sometimes we can have people that like us. Again, there are going to be ups and downs in reputation here, but that's what we have to stick with. If you sign that NDA, if you sign that contract, that's what you sign up for the rest of your days until you leave the LCU. Now, can you handle it or will you leave? That's the only thing that you have to think of. After we turn off the camera, after we stop with being live, that's what you have to think of. Can you deal with this? Something like this episode over and over and over again, because that's what you're going to have to deal with.
I've been doing this since the fucking beginning.
So what's different?
I've been in shit since the fucking beginning.
So
I'm not
have
saying
us
I'm leaving
all.
or anything. You're the one who's leaving. I'm not leaving.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sweet Tea, as a person... No. Okay, that's rough. I'm the way that I see it affect you, I'm letting you know this is what you're gonna have to deal with.
I know what I have to fucking deal with, Jeans. I've been doing it.
But
you don't have to tell me.
Okay, but the way that it has been affecting you off camera, because I turn off the camera and then the way that you are is still the way that you are on camera right now. I don't think, as a person that cares about your well-being, I don't think that this would be good for you in the long run. Especially since you said you do have medical conditions that can be affected if you put yourself in stress for a long period of time. That's all I'm saying. If you want to
When did I say that?
A couple episodes off camera. You said that I'm not going to put your medical information out there. I'm not going to say what it is.
No.
Okay, exactly. That's okay. Okay. So let's get through some of these super chats that came in. So Cynthia Breyer, I'm the biggest troll. I have been a huge supporter of every show in this universe for months. That means nothing. You can be a supporter, but you can also try to say things in order to troll other people. A lot of people are supporters of the shows, but they are big trolls. And whenever I say you're a troll, that doesn't mean that you hate anybody or anything like that. It's that you will say something in order to trigger somebody. That is trolling. Twiggy's Abandoned House 199. Beans and Wonder Woman are acting gross. How am I acting gross? I'm literally just sitting here trying to be as charitable as fucking possible, but the way that just because you get upset that I am bringing things up, I'm literally being so nice to you right now, telling you all this, but whatever, you can be mad at me, you can just fucking leave. John Pond 09 with the 199. Wonder Woman equals boring, that's why she's still an intern. We have White Hammer 7878 499. Careful Beans, I can see her thinking of the allegations she's gonna put on you after this. Midnight Rider with the 199. Can someone get Sweet Tea a fucking tripod? That was a TTS. We have Kayfabe Queen with the 3 months span world. Thank you so much. Wonder Woman should apologize as a mom. You should be ashamed. True that. Turbo Lover with the 89 membership. When I'm done. New membership. Welcome to Cash Cow. We have CC Caranthos with the 5. The Wonder Woman, not okay to bring up her kid. They need to be off limits. Exactly. And then we have Midnight Rider with the 2. Nightmare is the lol cow Karen. Exactly. Now you can go.
Yeah. Thank you. I can respond. So, Sweet Tea, what I said was your language that you were using at the time. Okay.
Inappropriate to bring up on a stream on
Can I
dolls.
please? No, I didn't call your child
And-
names. I don't even know your
That
child. I'm
doesn't
just saying,
matter.
think about the things that you're saying out loud because it does matter. I will protect any child if I can have a say.
You're
I'm just
egging on.
saying.
Doesn't matter.
I was just saying the things that
that
you're
I'm doing
calling
something
me at the
crazy,
time.
the things
Are
that
you
you
going to
fucking
let
said,
me respond?
I can't
I've
forgive
been
you for.
quiet. I have been quiet. I have been quiet. Okay, it's my turn to respond. Okay, I'm just saying the language that you were using at the time, calling me, the things that you were calling, I was saying, I hope you're. Yeah, and I'm
okay,
saying
I don't care. I don't
that-
care about this whole explanation. We are
I
literally
care
at.
about every child, so that's fine.
You care about
Silence
every
me.
child,
That's
but
fine.
can you just stop? No
Yeah.
more extra shit. Just say sorry for saying that about her kid.
Yeah.
And and the thing is,
I don't care. Say sorry. The
that
word sorry.
Sweet Tea will go in and
No.
I am not going to say sorry I am not going to say sorry for
Fucking
for
disgusting.
making sure
Kick
that
off. So she's not gonna say sorry. I'm sorry, Sweet Tea, that you feel like we're dogpiling you. I think Hooligan said it right when he says it's fine, Beans. We just don't think that it should be like 30 minutes of criticism. I'm not trying to do it consistently, but if we have super chats talking about it, then I have to read them out. If you don't think that we
That's
should
not
read
what I had a
super
problem
chat, huh?
That's not what I had a problem with. I never had a problem with reading super chats.
Okay, but the super chats are criticizing you. I have to read the super chats. I understand. Maybe next week
That's not
I'm
what you
going
were
to.
doing.
No. Every time
No,
that
you were
I give
fucking
you
screaming and saying, "You don't do this right. You don't do this right."
screaming, we're gonna start the whole
I
semantics.
used the word fucking screaming. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
You're the one screaming right now. I'm talking to you in a very calm manner, and I've been very nice to you towards the end. Okay, maybe I may be criticismal, but shit, like, I'm not gonna fucking leave the show and then have it go under. You want to stay in the LCU? You want to stay on dolls? I'm trying to give you dolls. And that's not me saying that I'm Gandhi or whatever. No, it's the fact that I'm not going to leave and abandon people. Because then if I abandon her right now, if I leave dolls and just say, fuck it, she doesn't know how to run OBS. Wonder Woman is only an intern, but I don't even think she knows how to run OBS that well either. You're supposed to learn how to run OBS today, and that is the first step into doing something good. But the fact is, if I leave later and I say that on stream, which I wasn't even going to say on stream, I'm wrong. If I leave now and abandon people, I'm wrong. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Nobody says that I'm God, okay? I don't think that I'm a good streamer. I don't think that I'm that great of a fucking person, okay? This is not about who is better here. Me as a person, me as a streamer, me as a person that cares about Sweet Tea in the LCU, I'm not just going to leave, and I am making it aware that I'm going to leave pretty soon, okay? Pretty soon. So let's all get our shit together so we can have a good show. Can we do that? And it has nothing to do with anybody being better than anybody else. We're all hosts on this show. But either way, you guys are gonna pay me out as a fucking villain, so who the fuck cares? Go to fucking nerds.